Hey everybody, and welcome to Worth a Buck, where I'm going to take some of the most popular Dollar Tree items, test them out for you guys, and let you know if they're really worth that dollar. If you want to see what I'm reviewing today, just stay tuned. Today we are testing out the Sassy and Chic foundation. I've actually worn this before and kind of played around with this before in some all Dollar Tree tutorials that I've done for you guys, and I couldn't remember exactly if I liked this foundation or not. I didn't feel like I did. It is 1 full ounce that you're getting for just the $1, and so in regards to that, that's pretty good, because if you look at things like the Revlon and the Maybelline and the CoverGirl, all of your foundations that you typically buy over the counter, you are paying a lot of money for 1 ounce. So as far as the amount of product that you're getting, definitely getting the same amount of product that you would get in these little bit more expensive brands. One drawback to this one though is that I do not remember seeing anywhere on the packaging, and definitely not on the product itself, any kind of color, name, or number. So in other words, there's no way to choose the color foundation. If you run in there to pick up a Sassy and Chic, you're simply getting 1 shade, 1 option, and that is it. So that is definitely a huge drawback. The product itself, when you open it, is a pretty light foundation. You can see there, the color of that is pretty light. It definitely seems to have a little bit more of a pink undertone than a yellow undertone. And it's not super thick, but it's not watery thin either. It's a thin consistency, not something necessarily if you're going to want a full coverage foundation. You can see it here going on my hand, and obviously you can still see the freckle marks, sunspots, birth little marks, age spots, all that kind of stuff, the colors of my veins. It is a very, very light coverage for definite sure. So if you're going for a full coverage look, obviously this definitely is not the product for you. You can see me applying it here on my face. On one side, I am applying it with my finger, which is what the packaging actually recommends that you do. And on the other side, I am applying it with a regular makeup brush. This is a Real Techniques brush that I'm using here to apply that. Both of them applied okay, but I do have to say that the side that I applied with my finger, it did go on a little more evenly covered, and it did apply a wee bit thicker. That brush definitely thins it out more than it already is. So definitely recommend you go with the packaging directions on that to use your finger for a better application. You can tell on the skin, or at least I hope you can, that this is definitely not by any means not even a medium coverage foundation. It is a very, very light coverage foundation, but it did even the skin tone out. So if you already have flawless skin, or if you have just a very few blemishes, then you're probably going to be okay with the finish that this leaves behind. But if you have some spots that you definitely want covered, this product will not do that for you because it is very light coverage. I did apply a second coat to see, okay, can you layer this product? Does it make it any more opaque? What's it going to do with the second coat? The second coat actually went on fine, but you can tell, or at least it appears, that it doesn't really deepen the product up much. So using a second coat of this stuff is still not going to bring you that medium to full coverage that you're probably looking for. It still looks like a very light coverage foundation. It simply leaves your skin looking a little more evened out, but it doesn't really cover, if that makes sense to you. Now, I have used this product before, wearing it throughout the day to see how it wears, and with my oily skin, you guys, this product does not last long at all. I mean, maybe 2 hours tops before already having problems with this foundation. So in that regards, no, I would not say it's long wearing. Now, I do not have dry skin, so I can't answer that question as far as dry skin. It may work okay with that because my skin is extremely oily. I don't have that assessment for you, but if you have oily skin or even combination skin, this product's not going to last very long on you at all. My bottom line assessment is you are getting a full ounce for $1. So if you're out of town and you realize, oh no, I forgot my makeup at home, what can I do? If you ran into the Dollar Tree to pick this up for just the $1, it may get you through a business meeting that's only going to last a couple of hours. It might even get you through dinner if you're going out for the evening, but don't expect too much more out of this product because it's just not going to last you, or at least in my experience, it does not. And also, you cannot choose your color, so you're not going to be able to really match this to your skin. So if you are darker than I am, this is going to be way too light, and it's going to look like you put highlighter all over your face. You're going to use a ton of bronzer to try to deepen it back up, and in my opinion, that just would not be worth it. But if you just need something for an hour or two to get you by that can add a little light coverage, then it may be okay. So for me, this is a thumbs down. For me, I would not pick this up, but if you have dry skin or are really in a tight situation, in an extreme emergency, it might do you okay. So in that case, I would kind of go sideways. I still don't think I'm prepared to give it a full thumbs up. So that's my assessment with the little Sassy and Chic 1 ounce liquid foundation from the Dollar Tree. Hope you enjoyed this review. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video.